I got an entire table for myself after my husband and his mom didn't save me a seat. I've been with my husband Kevin for 3 years, married for 1. His mom Linda has this pattern of leaving me out of family events. She'll text me the day before saying not to worry about coming because I'm probably swamped with work. Meanwhile, his sister gets personal phone calls a week in advance. Last Tuesday, Linda invited us to Romano's for a celebration dinner after finishing physical therapy. I had a late meeting, so I texted the family group chat at 2 saying I'd be there by 8. Kevin thumbs upped it. I showed up at 8:03. The table was in the back corner with 12 people crammed around it, every chair taken. I recognized most of them, but there was this younger woman I'd never seen before sitting right next to Kevin. She had long dark hair and was wearing a navy dress that looked expensive. I walked up and stood there. Kevin glanced up, saw me, then immediately looked at his mom like he was waiting for her to handle it. Linda smiled and said unfortunately they'd run out of chairs. She said Kevin could give me his seat if I really needed to stay, or I could just head home since dinner was already half over. It wasn't half over. They'd barely gotten appetizers. I looked at Kevin. He was staring at his water glass. Not at me, just the glass. I waited for him to grab a chair from another table. He didn't. I walked back to the hostess and asked for a table for 1. She looked confused but sat me by the window. I ordered the salmon because it was the most expensive thing on the menu and we had a joint credit card. Then I ordered wine. People were staring. Kevin's face was brick red. Linda kept whispering to him. The woman in the navy dress kept glancing at me and looked progressively more uncomfortable. I was almost done with my salmon when navy dress woman got up. She walked toward the bathroom but stopped at my table instead. She sat down and said we needed to talk. Her name was Bethany. She said Linda had called her 3 days ago and invited her to this dinner. Linda told her Kevin's marriage was falling apart, that his wife didn't care about family, and that Kevin was looking to meet new people. Linda specifically mentioned I probably wouldn't show up because I never do. Bethany looked genuinely upset. She said the moment she saw me walk in with no chair saved, she realized Linda had lied to her. She apologized and said she was leaving. She said it loud enough that nearby tables heard. She grabbed her purse and left. I sat there processing. Then I looked over at Kevin's table. Everyone had stopped eating. Linda was staring at me with her mouth in a tight line. Kevin had his head in his hands. I walked over and asked Kevin directly if he knew Bethany was coming tonight. He mumbled something about his mom handling invitations. I asked again, did you know, yes or no? He said yes. He said Linda thought it would be good for me to see that other people made time for family, that maybe I'd realize I needed to prioritize differently. He actually said that, like bringing another woman to dinner was some kind of intervention. Linda started going off about how I'd embarrassed her and ruined her celebration. I told her the only thing that got ruined was her little audition. Then I left. Kevin showed up at home 2 hours later trying to explain. He said his mom had been in his ear for months about how I wasn't invested in the family. He swore he wasn't going to do anything with Bethany. I asked why he didn't save me a seat then. He didn't have an answer. I stayed at my friend Jordan's that night. The next day, Kevin's sister sent me screenshots of a group chat from last week. Linda had written that she invited a lovely girl for Kevin to meet and that I'd probably bail anyway. Kevin responded asking if that was really necessary. Linda said it was for his own good. He sent back a thumbs up. A thumbs up. That's all it took for him to agree to this. I filed for separation the next week. Kevin tried saying it was a misunderstanding, but you don't misunderstand your mom bringing a replacement wife to dinner. You don't forget to save a seat for someone you actually want there.